Hello, beautiful singers. This is Valerie White-Williams and Vocal Splendor Studios. And today I would like to talk to you about the truth about vocal terminology. Now, vocal terminology is what I refer to the function of the voice, as well as the vocal anatomy or the scientific terms of the voice. And there's also a huge tradition that has been passed on, pre-science days, about how the voice functions and uses some other terminology that singers toss around that have different meanings. Now, the problem is that we have the medical terminology, we have I would say the folk terminology, and then a lot of voice teachers make up their own names for things, their own terminology. So this can be something that can be really confusing to singers. And also many people understand vocal terminology, they know the names, and they don't understand how it all functions together. So here's an example: head voice versus chest voice. Head voice is what people refer to singing in their high voice or whatever. That's the question. People have different ideas about their head voice, and I even have singers coming to me all the time. Am I in my head voice? I don't know. Is it my chest voice? What is it? I'm not really sure. Which is right? And it's really not about deciding if you're using your head voice or your chest voice, although there is what we call the mix, and I will talk about that in another video. But basically, those concepts also refer to scientific concepts, which is what we call the TA muscle, the thyroid arachnoid muscle, which is the voice muscle that brings things together and makes them come together. We also have the CT muscle, the cricothyroid, which also stretches things out. So vocal pedagogues also, instead of saying head voice and chest voice, will say, okay, we have the cricothyroid, which is stretching, and we have the TA muscle, which is the bringing it together. So you would say the CT would be the head voice, the high voice, and the TA would be the chest voice. However, if you look at it from a physiological point, we're always using both muscles together. So there is really no clear idea of pure chest or pure head. And so when singers overthink whether they're in chest and head, they tend to miss the whole idea, which is getting the voice to function smoothly like a machine, which is basically the trap of vocal terminology. Terminology is only a way to get you to experience the correct feeling. Singing well is a feeling. It is not understanding the concept. You can't write an essay about vocal terminology and that means you're a good singer. It's about training your body. So people often maybe will understand the correct terminology or the correct way to say it, and they understand it, but they haven't trained it to be in their body consistently, which is what makes you a good singer. So I encourage you to study vocal terminology and learn the different terms, and don't be confused by hearing different concepts. Research what they mean. There's a lot of myths about it, and I discuss that in many of my vocal myths, and I have more to share with you. But vocal terminology is not the end of all. What we want to learn is how to coordinate our voice. And going back to head voice, chest voice, when we're thinking of head voice or chest voice, we want is a balanced sound. So we can think of it as being too heavy or too light. That's maybe a better way of thinking of it, or whether it's healthy or sustainable, and there's a lot more to be said. But that's what I have to say about vocal terminology. Educate yourself, learn about it, and don't take it literally. Train the body. All right. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the subscribes. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. And I look forward to doing more videos for you next time. All right. Bye.